Nah.
I think I put it on the mic.
Yeah, we
I
back.
said the microwave. I
We
put it on the
back.
refrigerator. I be tripping. Don't nobody
Just
put.
apologize on taking so long,
Don't
but
nobody put notes on the microwave. What
that's
the
what you
hell?
doing. You hit them shits. Hit them shits. But yo, that's how it is. Sometimes it takes some time. The time burn your lips off. That's what they do. Yep. But I found some shit that I've been talking about for a minute. Been thinking about it for a minute though. What we gonna talk about today though, Bob? What? I ain't gonna take. We talking about aliens. What do you think about aliens?
That's all I think. Um,
I always think about aliens.
I don't really think about them. I just be
No.
wondering
No.
what's their significance. Then I start wondering why people so infatuated by it. Like, why you so infatuated by them aliens? And then not only that, they be like, if somebody pay on your infatuation, they gotta know how. Meaning that they gotta experience enough to be able to fool you. I can't fool you if I don't know how to
But
fool
it's
you.
just crazy how they say it resembles. Them little gray aliens resemble that motherfucker. Aleister Crowley's dude, little alien thing. What ain't even alien? What they call them? They call them interdimensionals back in the day, like
It was like it
1912 and
was it
shit.
was more so in some
What was the name they called the
with
motherfucker?
some terms they identified the shit like a spiritual guide type shit.
Yep,
Like who
they
the fuck
spiritual guy like a
yeah, who the
motherfucker.
fuck they got
Yeah,
the answers or the know how from.
that's what it say. Cause on the thing it says, dude saying his resemblance to gray aliens and shit. Little thing. Cause it
I
was
just know
saying
everybody got
first.
a mumpy ass head. Everybody head mumped out. Like god damn.
Yeah, it
Doesn't
was like
hear.
what it say. I first became curious about possible connection between the gray aliens of popular UFO culture and the activities of certain occultists. After seeing several of UFO investigator Ray Fowler's books on the recommended reading list of a satanic website, it make it hard to see the shit. In a moment, I had done a Google search of Ray's book, The Watchers too. They call them, yep, the fucking Watchers.
Basically, like I
And,
was saying about that
and
one,
one
they
of the
had the big.
spots.
They always, but like in everything I didn't seen like certain things portrayed. That was portraying them like some big ass babies or like.
Yeah, they do like big ass
Bro.
babies.
It's always like they so old, but they
Still babies.
still babies,
They're
nigga.
fucking
Like
Yodas. They Grogu. Grogu,
I
their
swear to
fucking name
God, they
is.
be hella
Hmm?
old but still babies.
Grogu's,
Like why the fuck y'all show it? They are like, nah, they ain't no old now. They little ass
They
babies.
old little babies. Little baby.
Ain't got no wrinkles.
Ain't got no wrinkles, so they old babies. He said, wait, in January through March of 1918, Crowley began a series of magical workings called the Amalanthu workings in furnished rooms of Central Park, West New York City. This were performed. They make it so hard to see this shit. These were formed via sexual and ceremonial magic and the intent to invoke certain intelligences to physical manifestations, and actually the working typically manifested as a series of visions and communications received during the mediumship of his partner Roddy Minor. Roddy Piper. Be that as it may, a list of such intelligence was brought into physical manifestation via the magical portal they call the portals of we would say a portal in this context is magically created rent in the fabric of space and time. So niggas get rent, they gotta pay. So they gotta pay, you gotta give something up. Basically,
No,
you paying.
everything is
Man, you
from
gotta
what I.
pay. That
It ain't
shit's
even a
crazy.
pay, but it is like the
So
idea of
a
a
given
transaction.
transaction.
Yeah, you have to get. It's the
You
same
gotta
shit
get.
as to say how you break a habit. You gotta replace it with another one, type shit. You know what I mean? So it's basically it was like from what I was listening from within my own questions and basically like talking to myself to get a better understanding. Like nigga, it come to basically saying.
Okay, good. No, then
Yeah, it's kind of like basically saying everything has to be given in order to get, but some things don't. Some things are insufficient. So, in the ideal of certain shit, to say, all right, that'd be like certain races, if you will. I guess if you will also think of this in this term, resonate on certain frequencies. When they kept, when they keep a certain type of sound within every, if you will, this is keeping the ideal of music genre. If you keep it in every genre, you keep the certain hertz. It has different effects depending on the genre, meaning that the people that receives it.
yeah.
For some reason, hip hop and the people that listen to it, it resonate harder to say that the portals is also something that's not just there. You have to give something to open. The same way how on like the Full Metal Alchemist shit, where they gotta give shit to
Yeah.
the same
It's
idea.
called equivalent exchange.
Yeah, it's to say that
You gotta give up what you're trying to get.
yeah, but see, it gotta be equal.
It's equal.
It has to be equal.
It has to be.
You see what I'm saying? Now, it's to say that some people can know, but what they have is insufficient, so they need to get followers.
Extra energy. They need the extra energy.
Or you could say like that, extra money. They need a couple more bucks.
They need a couple more bucks.
However you want to think of it.
Yeah.
It's to say that some people that don't care or know they have more than sufficient, but they get coerced to be able to like basically exert it at certain times. Come to my concert, come to this or that, and it be crazy. Certain shit don't happen at certain type of, like I said, just keeping the ideal for easy thinking genre of music. Certain genre of music don't have certain if you will, mishaps or
just like with language.
Same shit.
It's their language. They on their frequency. So Crowley included a portrait of Lamb in the Dead Souls. This exhibition held in Greenwich Village, New York, in 1919. In that same year, it was published as a front piece label. The motherfucking way, to Crowley's commentary, and Blavatsky, that's the lady that did all that. She was the top lady, top bitch. The voice of the silence beneath the picture was following the inscription. Lamb is the Tibetan word for the way. Like, what's that shit what's the name that follow? That what's his name? Boy, we listen to the fuck boy name we be listening to. Watts. The way what's that thing called?
The Buddha shit.
What's the damn?
Like the Tao shit.
The Tao. It's Tao Te Ching. Motherfucking Tao. Whatever that dude's name is. Says Lamb's the way, the path, and Lama is he who goeth. That's what the thing. That's what the Lama means. Where he who goeth. And what is the specific title of gods of Egypt? Let's say the treader of the path, a Buddhistic phraseology. Its numerical value is 71. The number of the book. That's crazy. Other than there is no commentary extent from Crowley upon the subject of Lamb except for material published by disciples such as Kenneth Grant. Interestingly, Crowley gave the drawing to Grant in 1945. And they got a cult of Lamb a cult to that shit. That shit crazy. But I just know when I seen all that, and then shit connected to L. Ron Hubbard and motherfucking the name of the damn dude, the JPL, what's his name? It's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. What's that dude name? Fuck, the dude who Jack Parsons, the dude that did all the shit. He was part of them niggas too. They was all friends, bro. Aleister Crowley, L. Ron Hubbard, and JPL, the Jack Parsons. Motherfuckers that rich and trying to get people to space. Shit. I don't believe in that space shit. That's why I said I don't believe. How would the fuck some motherfucking alien come from motherfucking thousands of light years just to come and stupid just to crash? I get the Earth. Oh shit, I can't drive now, nigga. Oh shit, crash. But motherfuckers come way out here just to come sticking shit in motherfuckers' ass and get some cows and shit. That's stupid shit. That's dumb as fuck, bro. Why on the fuck? What the motherfuckers I'm just gonna come, just probe your ass and hide out and hide and y'all see me? Y'all didn't see me. Y'all see me? Nah, y'all didn't see me. You see me? Yeah.
Shit.
That's stupid. That's stupid. That's dumb, man.
I like this.
I hear shit all the time.
Like the story of the shit, I don't believe, but the idea on how they trying to make it, it's like this. Like if I take it upon myself to try to create a narrative because of
they
what
it's
to say that if I take it upon myself to try to create it because of what I'm afraid somebody's free mind to think before it's exposed on a low, like on a wide scale.
I'm telling you,
like I wanna make somebody
dictate the narrative.
Yeah, I wanna make somebody think this before everybody else can see what they can see and actually have to take from what they can see and not from what somebody told them. Like the ideal of that shit is like, okay, cool, nigga, this ideal of space, everything is space. Okay, so the mindset of me, because I had a different outlook of shit, is to say I never believed because it didn't make sense. Like I said about a ball, if I will listen to everything, you could tell me left and right and up. You can tell me what's on the left of us, what's on the right of us, what's up above us. When you start talking about what's under us, that's when I get like, well, now what the fuck? So basically, the idea is that how you gonna tell me, how you gonna base everything on a foundation? You build houses and everything else on foundation. You gonna tell me the earth ain't got no, like, no, fuck that. I ain't buying it. I'm not buying it. You can't tell me, nah, it ain't got no stable foundation. It's spinning on an axis. That's this no, fuck that. Ain't gonna work.
It's crazy.
But the ideal of it is to say space in some way is real to my mind because of them taking so much initiative to try to paint a picture of what you should think space is instead of allowing you to think and debate amongst who the fuck is, as they call your peers, to get to an understanding, because that's who you're going to have to work with is your peers. You ain't got to work with, honestly, companies, or more so they ain't going to work with you. They going, man, fuck. So, like, it's just say that something about it, an aspect about it, has like infinite truth, but it just paint to you like a fucking Disney story type shit. You know what I mean?
They're reading it to you in a motherfucking big word book and shit. Reading that shit to you, telling you that shit is dictated. I was like, I don't understand how the motherfuckers don't see it, but everybody learn at their own pace. So can't make nobody see something they don't want to. It's a cult, man.
I don't know. I think some people. I think everybody's seen it. Honestly, I just think motherfuckers are caring more so to say it's not their obligation, or it's to say, they have somebody around them that they feel is more, qualified to deal with that type of thing. To say that, I know about
my pay grade.
You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Is it fuck pay grade because it still affects you? It's just say that the people that I got to actually look into it is on my side, so they actually let me benefit from their knowledge of knowing type shit. So I ain't got to know that because bro know that, so bro gonna make sure I ain't fucked up type shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. This shit like that.
They crazy.
That's how it be going, bro. And it's like, damn, you didn't take it upon yourself to even like go a little bit further than to try to like have shock value and make me feel this way, to make you feel comfortable after I say all I feel like I know about Because you can't know nothing. You can only think you know what you think you know. You can't know that. You didn't create it. You can only try not to be a victim to it. Type shit. It's crazy, but motherfuckers try to play the little mindfuck game shit.
Well, yeah, it says since Crowley's time, several occult groups and individuals following in his footsteps have claimed to have intentionally and successfully contacted Lamb, most notably Michael Bertiox in the 1960s, followed by a group of OTO initiates in the 1970s. The OTO is the Odoro Templi authorities and a magically order ran by Crowley. These individuals consider Lamb to be transmundane, extraterrestrial entity called remarkably success in the implications if they are to be believed. Following success of these contacts, interest in cult circles, especially Crowleyans ones, gathered considerably steam in 1987. Kenneth Grant, the generally acknowledged successor of Crowley, went as far as to formalize the Lamb workings into something called the Cult of Lamb. Quote from Graham's Typhonian OTO website. You want fucking how they got this shit on that background? Shit like make it hard to read it down. Words and shit. Can't even hardly see that shit. I swear. And then you on a damn computer screen, that shit hard as fuck. Like, damn, that's hard to see. It ain't on a white background with black words and shit. Like crazy shit. Who is Lamb? Her name is Lamb. Lam. I thought it was I am at first. Leo. Lama. Said, who is Lamb? It is interesting to note that since Crowley's time in occult terms, at least Lamb is considered a class of entity rather than an individual being. A class, like a group of
basic category.
When one invokes Lamb, they are invoking an entity of a type rather than a specific being. For occultists operating along OTO lines, the idea is to invoke these Lamb entities through magical portals. This is in quote, whatever that quote, not quotation, but fucking thing called
parentheses, yeah.
Intentionally created rents in time and space into physical manifestations, planet Earth. Why this is desirable is not always clearly stated. It often appears that within Crowleyan circles, the working rule is often, if Crowley did it, I want to do it too. Niggas want to do it too. Oh, he did it. I want to.
Yeah,
get that. Michael Bertiox, a Lamb contactee and invoker of note, viewed Lamb as a subterranean nigga. Very underground shit. Burgeoning of Lucifer. Gnosis? So that's supposed to be a group of cut off from some Christians, the Gnostics. With the G word with the N.
Yeah.
Considering that Gnosis means an initiative knowing, not initiative, I don't fuck my stupid ass. Intuitive knowing. This is what means. The knowing Lamb is to know a welling up from the unconscious of inner knowing Lucifer. The cult being the cult, it is important to bear in mind that occultists at least may not necessarily see Lucifer as the devil, but rather a light bringer who fell to earth. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, and he didn't fall to earth, he probably even went through a dimensional portal. And, it's basically saying falling like, oh shit.
See, I heard something
It's
that was
lower
weird.
class because Middle Earth, high, Asgard, and all that shit. The different realms, motherfucking dimensions or realms or dimensions. Shit crazy.
Bad motherfucker.
Wow. Different terms for different times. That's what they're saying. We saying realms. Nigga, we say all the dimensions now. Shit, just like I'll be sitting there watching that damn the Marvel shit and the damn what's his name Thor and shit. He told us they're going to rounds and we going to what's the Nidavellir and what's the other ones Asgard and what's the damn frost giant one called?
Can't lie to you.
Gomita, Grit, Gold. Good. Where's the fucking damn names? I just was looking at that shit a second ago. I can't fucking remember.
I know they be putting shit to where you would think like, why is it so ironic that this is over here, but this is also in the little comical world.
Sure.
Hey, what?
All this shit, bro. That myth shit, all that movie, all the other shit is real shit. They try to put it in there and put it in your face as fantasy all the time, so that way your ass be like.
But never go beyond thinking of it a certain way.
That's just cartoon stuff. That's just nah. That's the real shit. And then all this system and all this bullshit is fake. That's just a bunch of bullshit right to the system. Like, we gotta get more jobs. We gotta get nigga. Y'all made it up. What is you talking about? Man, just give motherfucking shit. For real. Nah, they throw their little so-called system off. Whatever. How the fuck y'all giving out this shit that y'all made up to motherfuckers? It's just a balance thing. We got make sure we got pole.
It goes back to the same shit as far as commerce. It's like the supply and demand shit. You know what I mean? It's like we started that in a way to say we made motherfuckers, make believe they need certain shit.
Make believe they need
basically. Shit. And so that it's like that shit crazy.
We don't need this shit. Fuck that. Where the fuck was I? I said Lucifer. Okay. I can't understand the dude. Britiax goes on to say that lamb is the natural mode of human evolution in the present eon, indicating that to him and his followers, this Lucifer Gnosis is the appropriate path of human spiritual growth. At this time, Crowley termed the intentional cultivation of spiritual growth the great work, and the great work for Crowley involved precisely the establishment of contact with non-human intelligence such as lamb, using the language of Crowley's time. Certain non-human intelligence such as lamb were what we today would term extraterrestrials. Transsexuals, aliens. Tell you. Motherfuckers just don't look at it because they was dumb at that time. They was always that shit back then is dumb. Nah, you can't be no smarter than your era. That shit is crazy. Like they was stupid then. Like, you built on that shit anyway.
Not only that, I feel like you can't be no smarter than necessity.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You can't be no smarter than what's needed for you to be of intelligence. Like certain shit is to say that to be genius because a motherfucker wouldn't understand.
That's all it is.
You know what I mean? Like that shit crazy.
Genius.
He a genius,
his
but
name is Conway. His name is Keon. That's my nigga Evelyn used to say. That's Keon? Keon. Yeah. What's my name? Keon? What's his name? What's my name? He got that boy can shine.
Good.
That nigga stupid. That was my nigga though. I missed that nigga. Crazy. Well, fucking vision all fucking up. It is generally agreed within occult circles that Crowley intentionally opened a portal and they ain't even closed. I don't think he ever closed it.
They usually don't.
Entry via magical ritual on the Amalantra workings, which allowed the likes of Lamb and other similar entities a passageway And that's why they still coming. Onto the Earth world, the rift in between the spaces of stars created by the Aleister working, created a gateway through which Lamb and other extra, this is where I look for extra cosmic influences, that's what they call them, called entered the known universe, and most particularly our Earth world, according to causes evolved. Like such things, the portal was since wide. Damn, had since wide. It was crazy as fuck. So this opened up even more. And then Skirm trying to open them up too. Yeah, CERN. They trying to open them. They said they trying to do even more. So I'm telling you, motherfuckers think it's always motherfuckers the space. Look up, nah. Nope. I'm not looking up. Nope. I'm gonna say no for the ass. But I said that shit a long time ago. That them damn things in the sky is them motherfucking beings, little jelly things. They eat shit. Them motherfuckers be hiding in the clouds.
They little jelly beans.
Man, that's what the motherfucking Mr. 401 motherfuckers be disappearing. This motherfucking, then the other dude said it was the fairies and shit out there putting spells on niggas and having them thinking that they somewhere else or some other shit. Shit is crazy because I was reading all the ones about the Mr. 401 motherfuckers missing, kids missing for like 4 days and come back, got the same clothes and still clean and all that shit. Niggas still got the same little girl disappeared with picking berries with her family, come back missing for days. Come back with the berries still in her hand. Look like she ain't did nothing, ain't went nowhere, ain't nothing happened, she ain't dirty. And I'm like, huh? What?
Got jumped out in time.
Man, crazy. Wow shit. I was like, what? And this shit's for real documented shit. There ain't no alien shit documented like to where they can specifically say, hey, and a lot of that shit is the government's anyway. Want to test on motherfuckers and have. Oh, that was some aliens.
Shocked out. Yeah, fuck you.
There wasn't no aliens got them, nigga. Ain't no aliens got no motherfucking body. The motherfucking government was doing tests and had y'all think they got suits on. They got niggas with suits on and shit. Running around, putting tubes in your ass.
Putting
sucking fucking tubes and shit. That's what you doing. That's the problem.
Putting tube socks in your ass.
Putting tube socks on your ass. Putting socks, nah, nigga, I wear them. I don't wear tube socks. I wear ankles. Where the fuck that about this bullshit? Oh yeah, now they got the Babylonian working? Babylonian, according to occult lore, the portal has further enlarged by the jet propulsion that I was just talking about. It. Jet propulsion laboratory founder and rocket fuel scientist named Jack Parsons. That's what I was talking about. And Scientology Dianetics founder L. Ron Hubbard in 1946. Facilitating, so it is said, a monumental paradigm shift in human consciousness. Oh shit. This is why I'm fucking so stupid now. This magical working was called the Babylonian working, and like the amulet working on which its ritual, its pattern, it was based on ceremonial sex work, sex magic. And that's why everything has something to do with sex. That's what they doing. That's what it is.
It's because I think it's like this from what I've been hearing. Basically, like when you fucking and shit, especially without no fucking condom. Okay, so the idea of that shit is that it transfers that the DNA of the shit is to say that energy. if it's to say fuck that. It's to say that now, if I put something on you, like a hex or spell, basically like to condemn your being, that's kind of like condemning what makes you, right? The ideal of some shit, they like how when you be, having sex with a bitch or whatever, and then how they got intuitions about shit that you doing. The ideal of it is that the swap of the shit is that you sharing a impulse, like how I can have how they be like, put it for this instance, when the bitch get pregnant, they be like the dude be having symptoms or be feeling.
Yeah, so they call it a sympathy.
The same thing is they say that it's weird as fuck to say. It's the idea to think of it that way is that the DNA after swapped, if still in the host to be able to be living, it still gets manipulated. It's weird as fuck on how the idea of it is, but it's the same way like they were saying how they be like motherfuckers that been around each other that is husband and wife, where they start looking like
a motherfucker. Mm-hmm.
The same shit.
And they got the same tendencies.
The same shit is wild on how that shit be working, and then they try to put science in there.
Yeah, scientific motherfucker. Crazy, B.
They hard.
What else was the motherfucker? Together. Sex matters. Together they endeavored to incarnate a physical aspect of the Babylonian, the Scarlet Woman of the Book of Revelation, 17:36. They believed that the Babylonian was the herald of the new age of Horus, and the Revelations was understandably negative interpretation by those of the dying age of Osiris. The gist of it was that Parson desired the spirit of the Babylonian, the whore of Babylon. I never heard that. And invested in a human being. The idea was to create a child in the spiritual world and then call down the spiritual Babylonian and direct it into the human womb. When born, the child would incarnate the forces of Babylonian. What else was it? Babylonian, which they considered to be a good thing, although Crowley had previously written the somewhat hilarious book Moonchild concerning a similar experiment. He wrote in a letter, apparently Parsons and Hubbard or somebody is producing a Moonchild. I get fairly frantic when I contemplate the idiocy of these louts. In any event, the rites were duly performed and written from January 4th and 15th of the year. It is not known as the spiritual Moonchild was a womb they known as a magical portal first created by Crowley, which originally let Lamb into the earth world, was reestablished when considerably intensity of Parsons and Hubbard. From the diaries of the participant, it was also clear they were not adept as Crowley in the closing of portals, but they seemed to have accomplishments as the drastically enlargement and ripping of an existing magical portal and the subsequent non-closure of perhaps the rip they created was not possibly too close. The event in the modern UFO era began exactly a year and a half later, June 24, 1947. Kenneth Arnold's sighting over the Cascade Mountains in Washington State. That's crazy. Crazy as fuck. Damn. A year later, though.
It be just, that they say little winky dinks.
Like a motherfucker, bro. Crazy as a bitch.
It's the little winky dinks, bro.
Motherfucking limmy wings. They said about the gray aliens. The gray aliens, slight body, big heads, large dark eyes. What's it? Minikin creatures as primarily the American phenomenon, and it is interestingly to note that all the land workings were done in America. Reports of the UFOs and associated entities became prevalent in the 1980s and made the big time with what's name Whitley Strieber's book Communion. The great aliens appear eerily similar to Lamb, with the exception of Lamb not having a large insectoid wraparound eyes, reports of the grays. However, there are variations of small mannequins that very much resemble lamb. See the second of the two pictures in the top of my page, as you can see in the entity of composite of variation, commonly known in the 1980s rather, the grays, it, its skin tone to clay white and the facial features of different in the fact of resemblance to lamb pictures by Crowley and virtually exact. Also, perhaps written specifically, Kenneth Grant, head of the current OTO, states the lamb is the great old one whose archetypes is recognizable in the accounts of UFO occupants. It would seem from the official type, I don't know, like Typhonian statement that the current invokers of lamb are absolutely clear that lamb and grays are one. Yeah, but it was saying though that it's I'm not an expert on Satanism, nor do I intend to be. However, there are some reasonably obvious things I have gleaned. First, Satanism is not a unified movement like Christianity or Islam. It is comprised of individuals on their own distinct ideas about what it means to be a Satanist. Second, to some, and it is a religion. To some, philosophy. To others, magical path. Third, there is usually a thread of magical interests in most Satanists and most types, and where there is interest in magic among Satan, it is also universally a interest in crawling and derived magic. Yup, shit, I was reading all that shit. That shit's weird. Talking about how when I was talking about the damn aliens looking like that goddamn dude. This is based on the face value of evidence and theory could be the fuck? Could be constructed that not only are the lamb gray aliens, but the arrival of the gray aliens in America UFO culture was facilitated solely by the magical workings of Aleister Crowley, the later disciples working in his footsteps. I don't know, I never heard of the OTO till right now, for real. Never had. Never knew who the fuck that was.
I mean, shit, they keep on changing the names of everything.
Yeah, but you know, motherfuckers branch off from groups and shit. That's what they do. So there are official OTO groups today, such as the Cult of Lamb, and dedicated to invoking the lamb entities into the earth world. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, with all that shit with Thor and all them shit with them different names, I'm like, when I said the shit, I was thinking about. They said realms, and I started thinking about dimensions, and then you got Rick and Morty and all that crazy shit. All that shit is wild. But yeah, that's pretty much what I was trying to talk about though. Too much nothing, but that shit is weird to me. Motherfuckers just look exactly the same, with big ass heads, and eyes, crazy motherfuckers. But yup, we just gonna give out to the website and shit. You know, look niggas up at darkhandart.com. DARKHANDART. Motherfuckers don't know how to spell by now. Something wrong with it. We got too much time left.
Shit.
They don't want to say nothing about anything you got doing, trying to do, got going on.
It's coming soon. I
Going
can't
some
even spoil my
gangster.
I can't spoil my lunch, dog.
I won't spoil your lunch. I want
Yeah,
what you don't want no
can't
dessert.
do it.
You get no dessert.
They be trying to pit those tendencies
Yeah, yeah.
on your shit
So
when
I'm
you put
crazy,
it out
bro.
there. I don't
Put it
care. I
out,
mean,
put it
shit.
out.
It's just said that if you ain't been crazy this long, then you sounding crazy because what you ain't been doing is, I mean, what you been doing is showing what the fuck the outcome is. I'm gonna do what I ain't been doing. Fuck that. Fuck that. I know what the outcome. What the fuck I've been doing.
Because it's cold much more, bro.
Fuck that.
Talk about with this crazy shit. Whole lot of stuff. Man. Just too much. Like shit. Organize your thoughts and then that. And that's the whole reason what this system is. They keep you so fucked up with your with shit going on in your life. I gotta pay bills. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. And that's how you keep you fucked up. You can't. Ain't no way you can go to a higher level and not like that because they can try to keep you on this frequency with their systems. That's another frequency to keep you there.
Yeah, I mean,
but I'm saying, but I ain't gonna go into too much more depth with other shit though.
Yeah, nah, just thinking of that.
Think of that.
I just thinking of that shit. Just saying, you know, the time to not be able to have a quiet analytical session because I mean, fuck, if you work all the time you walk, what you gonna want to do? Kind of rest. I mean, if you don't rest, if you ain't rest, you might be wanting to do something. So it's basically like it makes you conflict within yourself as to say what to do with the little time. If you want to say little time that you had left, you'd be like, damn, what I'm gonna do? And you'd be like, fuck it, and that just keep you in the same shit until you figure out how to get up out that hole.
Can't do nothing else. Gotta get that slow salmon, you know what I'm saying? But ain't too much. Ain't too much all you can do. Just get it together. Get your right together. Take care of your peeps. You know what I'm saying? So what you gotta say?
No, I ain't had shit to say. That's all I had.
Sign off to them. So then to sign off to the peeps.
I signed off. That's that man's mama. 88 of the man's. Old
you know, I'm chewing on stuff. You know.
Signed off. Don't even care.
Sign on
even
to
bother
sign
me
off.
like. That's the thing. Like, you want some money, you gotta get bothered. Fuck that.
Damn, fuck that.
Fuck that. Leave me alone. Fuck
I don't want the money.
I'm cool. Keep that shit. I do what I've been doing. I don't even want the bother I've been getting. But should I get more bothered? Nah. Nah. I'm cool, my boy.
Bo said he ain't got nothing to say, y'all. He signed. He ain't even signed down, so he ain't got to sign off.
Even did gotta tell them Sharon before they try to stop me before I can
get
it
done.
If
you listen to this,
Jerry.
Thank you. It's cool.
Hey, Jerry.
Make sure you write us on Spotify. We everywhere, baby.
I'll be trying to be everywhere. I'm only one
nails. Everywhere. Of the speaker, like and stuff. Like and describe, baby. Do all of that. Shit, we just trying to do this. Niggas out here vote. Vote niggas.